Schmack-a-ma-god, my friends! Jacob Smith donated for this one, and it's an awesome one. Thank you, Jacob. I love when I get these donations where not only do I love these albums, but I own these albums. And it's Robin Trower, Bridge Aside versus Pat Travers with Crash and Burn. Now, which one do I like more? I love this one more. Way more. Actually, I love Pat Travers, but I feel this album was a misstep. Because the live album, Go For What You Know, is so good and so popular that they should have followed it up with a much better album than this. It's not horrible. It's not a horrible album. It's very listenable. And my God, this lineup, man. Aldridge, Pat Thrall is so underrated. The late great Mars Calling on bass. Great stuff. I do like this album. I can't say I love it. But it's sad, you know. This album is a masterpiece. And I'm not the big blues dude. But the bluesy tracks on here are phenomenal. I can get into this easily. This is just a badass album. Anybody that knows this album will tell you. Bridge Aside. If you bring up Robin Trower at all, Bridge Aside. What an album. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Ooh, these texts are kind of blurry. Let me look here. Day of the Eagle versus Crash and Burn. I dig Crash and Burn, I really do, but I think it's a horrible opener. It's too mellow, you know. It's just, I don't know what they were thinking. They should have opened it with Storm Whiskey. But if they opened it with Storm Whiskey, I'd have a hell of a time picking it over Day of the Eagle. I'm giving it to Robin Trower. All right, then we got Bridge Aside. Man, what a killer chill tune that is. I absolutely love it. Versus You Love, Your Love Can't Be Right. I love it. It rocks. That would have been a better opener for the album. But I'm going to give it to Bridge Aside. Alright, next. In the Place. Now you see this is what I was talking about earlier. This is the blues I can get into, man. It just speaks to me. It does Enter Thou Souleth. Versus Snortin' Whiskey. That song is the best song on the album, and man, probably the best Pat Travers song ever. Drinking Cocaine. I'm giving that one to Pat Travers. Alright, the next one is The Fool in Me. I love it. You know, this song, Skulls. It has this, like, Jimi Hendrix vibe to it. Absolutely love it. And that one's going against Born Under a Bad Sign. I gotta admit, this one, this is tough. It is a great tune. But, no, I'm giving that one to Robin Trower. Alright, next. Two Rolling Stoned. Man, the playing. I mean, I'm playing on this a lot, but this song, it's incredible. It's just phenomenal. And that one's going against The Big Event. It's like an instrumental, and it's got too much keyboards on it. It doesn't really do much for me. Another one for Bridge Aside. Oh, I already passed the halfway mark, so let's pick a random album. Let's go way up here. What is this? Oh, this is a classical album. Sometimes I like to chill to some classical pieces. This is some Bach. This is the Bach album. What's it called? Eugene Gramley Philadelphia Orchestra. You know, I got to be in the mood, but I like to kick back and play some classical music. Good stuff. All right. Where did I leave off at here? Is it About to Begin? Yeah, About to Begin. I love it. It's my least favorite on here, but I still love it. And that one's going against, oh, I did this already, didn't I? The Big Event? Yeah, I think I did. If I didn't, then I'll do it again. About to Begin goes against Big Event, and Big Event loses. Alright, next. Lady Love versus Love Will Make You Strong. That's my least favorite on here. And Lady Love kicks ass. Another one for Trower. Alright, now we're going to the last one, which is Little Bit of Sympathy versus Material Eyes. I love that one. That's like my second favorite song on here. I dig it, but man, a little bit of sympathy. The way it starts, you can tell, it's like a live setting. There's an audience. I guess it's a live recording. And it's like, oh yeah. And you hear these people in the audience, and every time I hear it, after hearing it so many times, I think to myself, those people are about to have their brains blown out of their heads because they are about to experience this massive song. Oh man. And I have some sympathy. That audience should have some sympathy for me for not being there and witnessing such greatness. Though I did see Robin Trower once, and it was phenomenal. All right, so in the end, Crash and Burn only got one. Bridge of Sighs got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Love it. What do you all think? Man, I mean, is anybody going to pick more songs from this album over this? I would love to see that. I mean, I don't think that's possible. Unless you're lying and you never heard this phenomenal album. That's what I think. But put your comments below of your track by track of these two phenomenal albums. And Jacob Smith, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the donation when you told me these two albums. Because we had a little exchange. And he goes, Bridge of Sighs versus Crash and Burn. I was like, yeah, all right, dude. Those are two albums I own. And, I don't hate Crash and Burn, as you heard. I just think putting it against this is kind of like a mismatch. It's kind of like putting Mike Tyson in the ring against me. It's going to get his brains beat out. Anyway, I want to thank you so much, Jacob, again, for the donation. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob and drink cocaine.